ma'am, if you'll direct your attention over here, we have the Joint Light Fighter Tactical Vehicle, JLTV. It's one of the newer vehicles in the fleet and the Army is concerned. The 3rd Brigade, 10th Mountain, was one of the first to receive it for just general initial testing and to see what we could put its capabilities through in the fight, right? So the vehicle is extremely capable, as apart from like your old 35-year-old Humvees that we've just piled on armor and turrets and other kinds of stuff into. So straight out the gate, you'll notice that the vehicle is higher and larger than a regular Humvee. The tires are exponentially larger and more capable than a regular Humvee. And that's just like what you see straight away from looking at it. What you don't see is the digital technology that we put into it, right? So there's a fully interactive digital monitor that we can select whether or not we want the tires fully inflated or we want the tires completely deflated to run through like real thick mud and like mud above your knees. You can also raise the suspension when you put it into what we call tie down mode. That drops the whole vehicle and the undercarriage frame to the ground, right? So what we're doing there is we're minimizing our signature. You can drop it down and then still back it into the woods and not have to use all the netting and the camouflaging. You don't have to use a big surplus of that. You can just use 1 or 2 little squares of that and have it nice and low to the ground. Just like any modern car you have, you can plug in computers, right? And the car will give you like a check engine warning light. So you have the same thing here, but it'll tell you specifically what's going wrong, and you can just click it and it'll pull up the technical manual for the vehicle in a digital format and let you know what you need to do to fix it, whether you can fix it, whether you need a mechanic to fix it, and it's super helpful, like super helpful. A really cool thing that me and my lieutenant think is one of the perks of the truck is basically a 110 outlet. So I can plug my kettle in, right, and a few minutes later we can have some coffee or tea.
How many people can be in one of these? What's its maximum speed? And also, what improvements have been made in terms of sustaining IEDs?
Maximum speed, I couldn't tell you, but I will not confirm or deny that these will cruise very easily at 65 miles an hour. The crew capacity is based off of what kind of cab setup you have, 1, 2, or 4, or 5, depending if you got turrets or not. Our job, apart from what I do now, currently working with the 310 commander, is to take a platoon and go and clear a route, conducting route clearance, right, to go hunt and find those IEDs. So I'm well aware of what those type of munitions can do to a vehicle. This vehicle has to have a certain kit, a special kit with it to help deflect IED blasts from underneath, right? This is set up for like United States use, right? Not for deployed use. They would have additional safety kits installed on those before they set them forward.
In terms of all of your operational experience, how would you compare this to anything that's come before it?
For those that like the 4x4 off-road capabilities, take it through the mud, really test how deep and hard you can take it through the water. These have the most capability, right? They can go up, they can lower down. They have a function in there because it can raise and lower, right? They have a function that even sitting on this style of slope, which is off by 2 axes, right? It'll still level the truck.
Wow.
Right. So you go up like a side of a hill. It's going to do its best to level the truck within so many degrees, so that gunner has a better chance of traversing and firing on a target effectively, instead of having to pull the turret over and then point the gun down. Right.
It's doing all the work.
It's doing it for you. Yeah. And here we are. What a time to be alive in 2021. Trucks leveling themselves.
If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel.